Adventures in Filbar. For all your role-playing needs, try the free stuff first.
I had pants on all day.
Why do you need hands for video calls?
Because occasionally you stand up and not realizing you don't have pants on. It's pretty embarrassing.
Or forget.
I mean, I spent a bunch of pandemic work from home in skirts. Does that count?
So you guys have level 5 D&D 5th edition. That's what we're working with. If you don't, I have some pre-gens. Like I have a Priestess of Love. So this is not Halloween. This is Valentine's Day. So I worked up a character named Malcasta, who is a priestess of Aphrodite. That one was funny.
I was actually going to do a cleric, but then I built out a paladin instead.
That's cool. I think Matt is a wizard. Matt, are you going to do did you click the venue?
Yes, and I'm like a little old RPG character. I don't know which thing to do.
Use your arrow keys like a WASD to move to go out the first exit. It'll be a room with a bunch of doors at that point. And you go into Polyhedral Ballroom, which is at the top. You have to hit enter to go through the exits. To enter, I don't know why they picked that key. That was kind of inconvenient. You have to hit enter to go through an exit or through an entrance.
Oh, Frank's leaving us.
Oh no. It's going to be downhill from here now.
I'm going to make him sit over here.
Did you find it, Matt?
Yeah. I see him. Frank was right next to him.
All right.
Oh.
Table 3 in the ballroom.
Yay!
With a candlestick.
All right, we got Matt.
How do I do my camera?
How do you do it? You're doing it. We're all good at it.
Oh,
we can see you.
Yeah.
It's not like Zoom.
Try not to pick your nose.
He's on the other side of the interwebs. That's okay.
All right. For those that don't know, Matt is my son. He is.
I'm his ray of light.
18. 18 going on 12.
I don't know about ray of light.
More like a cloud of light.
Cloud.
You're definitely a cloud.
Cloud Strife. He's like one of those anime characters. Angsty.
I still don't know what to choose for spells, though. The rest of the character I have figured out.
Pick them as you go. It's an easy way to do it.
Okay.
I will never know if you had it or not beforehand.
Okay. Also, what's your take on familiars?
My take on them is they're pretty useful, but they're also crunchy. But yeah, if you want to use one, I think you can roll randomly to determine what kind it is.
Or you could pick one.
If I was going to pick one, I was going to go with pseudo dragon. But
Sure.
There,
oh,
there you
Pseudo
go.
dragon.
sweet.
I mean, it's a one shot. It's not like I got to worry about balance, right?
Yeah. Okay, I can't. Characters. There we go.
Okay. So Jeff just ran off.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I got my headset on. I just wanted to get.
I guess let's go around and we only got an hour. 2 hours. Let's go talk about characters. I know Susie's done with her characters, so we can start with Susie.
Sure. Hi, I'm Bronwyn Thistletop. I am a halfling barb. And my motto is, it's always lucky to have a halfling in the party.
Especially Brenwyn, because don't you have the ability to give your luck to other people?
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty nice. Okay, so Matt, you know you're done pretty much with your character, so
Well, I just did a random roll for the D&D Beyond names because I was unoriginal with ideas, but I landed on a good one called Scarius or Scarius. And
scarier. He's a scarier wizard.
mm, what should I tell about him? Like,
Well, you don't have to go into it too much.
Yeah.
What race are you?
he's a high elf.
High elf.
Yeah,
Right.
male high
Well-
elf.
Hoity-toity Elrond types.
Nice.
He's like, the stench of you humans.
Oh, that's gonna be
It's
fun.
really.
I'm not a human. You hear from knee level.
All right, Jeff, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm Quinn the druid.
That's an asshole.
Sorry, that in the jocularity game, that's Quinn. That's Carrie's character. So I was just.
Oh, that's funny.
So actually, I am a Oath of Vengeance paladin. That is a Protector Asimar.
Asshole.
He's an
You are not
ass.
muted, Carrie.
Yeah, we hear her.
We can hear her.
I don't know what's happening.
We can also hear him, by the way.
Yes.
They can hear
We
you
can hear
too,
everybody.
but he can't hear me. Well, I'm not muted. And my thingy's going. All right.
All right.
Well, I mean, he can hear you clearly since he was right next to you.
I am still curious what Jeff's character is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a Oath of Vengeance paladin, and I'm Asimar, which is the. Okay,
Do you have a halo?
I do.
Cool.
Oh, and my name is Polaris the Lightbringer.
Polaris Lightbringer. Cool. What about Carrie?
So I had Frank roll this character. So I am a Kenku flamingo. My name's Penelope. I have one leg that's real. I have a prosthetic leg, but the knee goes the wrong way. So if I try to walk, I do the splits. So I hop everywhere I go. And
Okay.
she is monk. Way of the Drunken Master.
Very cool.
With my prosthetic that I whip you with.
Does she happen
So a
to
drunken kinku, for those that don't know, kinku are like a bird people, which is hilarious.
And don't have speech, right?
They can.
Or they can only mimic.
They mimic everything. Yes.
Oh, no.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You, as far as I know, Kenku don't have like production capabilities of speech only replay, so you will have to pick up. You can replay all the sounds.
Yeah, anything you might hear in the streets. Yeah. Or among your party members, or even the bad guys.
Or you can go caw caw.
Or probably want a cracker.
Yeah.
I want a cracker. What?
All right. Or Frank, is Frank gonna play too?
Are you gonna play?
No, I'm trying to figure this out.
He's.
If he needs me, I will.
He says he can if you need him to.
I mean,
Say
it's up
he
to him
needs
if he wants to. We
Say
got.
we need him. Say we need him.
Yes,
We
we
got
need
more
you.
players.
We need you, Frank. Yep. Yay!
He told me he can play my Priestess of Love.
You can play his Priestess of Love. I would like to see that.
That's
I'm not sure you pronounced that right. It sounded more like love.
Love.
For some
Oh,
reason,
God.
I think Carrie's character might carry around pancakes.
Pancakes.
Yeah, IHOP.
All right. So you guys are in a town called Blood Moon Bay, which is it's has been a pirate haven for many years, but I don't know. I think I wrote some crap up about this and I forgot it already. A few years back, say 50 to 100, I think it's about 50. There was a pirate guy who decided that he wanted to take this town legit, and so he worked with the navies of the mainland to help round up a bunch of pirates, and basically he used his little small pirate fleet to knock out the competition. I mean, to eliminate piracy and set up his own town. And so now he's pretty much the head boss of this town and has the permission of the mainland navies to operate within discretion. Although he says what he does is trading now. He trades, he goes after your ship and you trade your stuff to him, and then he lets you go in your merry way. But in all seriousness, it has grown into a pretty much legit port, but there are a lot of issues because there's a bunch of miscreants running around this island. So you have gangs, and there's many gangs in this town, although there are three that kind of dominate. One is called the Gulls, and the Gulls they're pretty oldish gang, not too old. They've been around 15 or 20 years, and they participate in things like extortion and protection rackets, gambling, anything that seems seedier. They're probably a part of it. A little bit of burglary. And then there's the Crows, who are the rivals of the Gulls. And the Crows kind of do the same things. The Crows are led by a triumvirate of leaders. And then there's another gang called the Scarin or something like that. I forgot what I called it, but they're basically rat. They're like the vermin of the city. They kind of handle the sewers, and they deal in stealing things, but basically like during the middle of the night things disappear. They're not very public because it's rumored to be led by a rat. I'm thinking of were rat. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so slow right now. the head hobo. Frank's getting close to being ready.
I'm good.
All right. You got a character yet?
Well, I'll be the goddess of love. I'll go ahead and fiddle fart around with the
No,
things
it's
here.
love.
Love. I'm going to be a female, and I'm in a high voice like this. I am very ordained to my ministry of love. I'm going to be Dr. Ruth-ish. I will be a halfling, but I will be very, very nice for everyone. So I will play a female halfling.
Okay. There you go.
I thought Carrie's character's name should have been Eileen.
God.
Or if she was Japanese, she could be Irene.
Nice.
Sorry.
Oh, God. All right. So,
Equal opportunity offenders here.
yeah, absolutely. This isn't Murder Hobo for nothing. So you guys are, we'll say you've been a group together for a while. For whatever reason, you guys decided to hang together, and you've done maybe one or two adventures together. You're not like, you've been forever, not like forever pals or anything, but you have at least done some work together. That way we don't have to go through the whole you meet in a bar scene. And so you guys are in your favorite bar, and
Yes.
A messenger comes along and says, "Oh, there's a notice. Oh, my good people of the bar, be it known that the leaders of the Crows are seeking adventure of sorts to figure out a mystery. If you're interested, I have." He like waves his piece of paper and he goes, "I have their whereabouts that you can go meet with them." Now, of course, you know the Crows are fine citizens and will be very appreciative of any help in the order of 300 bars of gold if you solve this mystery.
Orgasm! Let's go! Too legit to quit! Woo!
I too would like to finish my beverage first, but then I will be willing to go.
Does any of you have a radio or something on in the background?
That's me. That's my bad.
Sorry, I'm having a really hard time filtering
How's
out.
that? Better?
Yes, thank
I
you.
heard it
Sorry
now.
about that.
My brain can't differentiate between different input streams.
Now I'm doing 6 things, so... Okay, I'm back. I'm back! My beverage was delicious. I'm ready to move on.
Move
All
on!
right.
Move on!
So, does anybody want to go grab one of the flyers?
Yeah, I'll grab a flyer.
All right. You look at it, and it's got a small note that says an address that you recognize as in one of the warehouses down at the docks district. And it just has an address, and it says, and then a time. It says 2 p.m. or 2 Pels.
What time is it right now?
It's around 11. I mean, you guys don't drink before 11.
Are you sure you're not playing the Drunken Master?
My name is Siphasalas. I am a cleric of the light, or life. Sorry, I've drank too much already.
So, what, Matt? Scariest. What do you want to do? Do you want to talk about the little paper?
That's talking about with the flyer that he got. I mean, he's just really not paying attention. He's more like stroking his familiar.
Okay, that's a little weird. All right, so he's got his little dragon.
Inappropriate! Public behavior.
No, he's like petting it. Like
Oh, okay.
Like in his like. That's why I meant like stroking you. Like,
What's your familiar's name?
Bucky.
Buffy?
No, Bucky. Not
Bucky.
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 D&D
Oh, I could go for a good stroke myself.
All right. So,
I'm too young for that stuff.
right. So you guys, let me know if you don't want to do this. I don't want to bring on other people. But I'm assuming you show up at the appointed time. Do you want to like do anything ahead of time before the meeting, before you meet with them, and knowing you have 3 hours and you know where this is roughly?
Well, we could scout it out. I know there's a lot of good nookie down on the docks.
Docks! Nookie! Fish there! Docks!
Yeah, one of these times I'm just gonna wait for the voice to crack.
Yeah, I guess let's go down and survey the area.
Okay, you guys make perception checks once you get down to the warehouse area.
I don't have any dice.
Well, you better get over here and get some.
That seems a bit dicey.
All right, I got a 13.
Oh, I
10.
got an 8.
Branwyn was clearly distracted by the thought about if warehouses are like werewolves, and is preoccupied with that. So I have a 9.
I was preoccupied with the sailors.
Sailors! Fish! Are there fish?
Oh, look. The paladin has a familiar.
That's right.
What was your
Aw.
paladin's name again?
Polaris.
Polaris, right. Polaris has a familiar. Okay.
Here's mine.
Waterborne.
Weezer!
All right. So the wizard's too busy like petting his familiar to find anything. So you guys notice that there are 2 entrances. One is a little door that is in the back alley, and then the main entrance to this place is a large roll up like garage door type thing, and that's along the streets itself. So yeah, that's all you know so far. The back alley way looks a little less conspicuous, but if you want to go to the main door, you can. It's currently down.
Now, out of character, we're meeting for the job interview at 2, right?
Yeah, we'll say it's noon. So
Okay,
you guys are
we're just kind of
pretty
scouting
early.
it out.
Mhm.
I'm in.
You're in what?
I'm in the tank.
door.
I need to dry out a bit. I had a wee bit too much to drink, but I should be fine by the time the job interview is ready.
You notice that there is a ladder that leads up to the roof of this building too, and it's in the back near the door that's in the back.
Bladder? Did you say bladder?
Shut that familiar up. Anybody want to climb the ladder? I'm a little bit short and a little bit drunk.
That should be fun to watch.
I'm wearing a skirt there, pal.
Leg! You may have
Don't
leg.
be looking at my drawers, boy.
Nobody's
Well, I'm
saying the
short
road.
too, but I am happy to go up.
All right. You head up the ladder. There's no skill check needed. It's pretty easy. The roof of this building has what looks like one of those water tower things that collects water, and then you can see there's like tubing that goes down into the building itself.
Is there a
Which you-
cap by any chance?
Yeah, there probably would be one on the roof as well.
Can I fill like a water sack with just water and toss it down to my drunk friend to help her sober up?
Can I
Sure,
take one to the
absolutely.
face?
Roll to
I
hit.
got it!
roll a improvised throwing attack.
I don't want to attack her.
Oh, you got a hit.
That is improvised. I guess that is 16.
Oh, I can't miss. I don't think that.
Nope,
would
that
miss.
hits.
I mean, it's a 9 on the die, and I have +7 on my unarmed strike.
Good.
Is that?
Yeah, my AC is 16. That
I hop
Well,
See if you
over
can catch it.
You
while
don't
she's
even really
trying
have
to
to
fill the
penetrate armor
container,
here.
and I throw myself under the water for a bath.
you don't know if this is water or not.
It
We're in an
probably
urban
is water.
environment, for God's sake. This could be any form of fluid.
But
It's,
why would they pump their sewage onto the roof?
I'm short.
So it feels
Since
like water, and it.
you weren't
vaguely tastes
here when we did introductions, I'm also a halfling, so I'm short doesn't really fly with me.
But I'm drunk.
That also seems like a natural state for a halfling.
You're right.
Rock to the head. Rock to the head.
I will attempt to catch said item.
All right. Yeah. You
Is
guys.
it a disadvantage because he's drunk?
Probably not. He's probably pretty constantly. She is, sorry.
I am constantly at this level.
I mean, we got drunken masters, so
You can choose if you apply water internally or externally.
The choice has been made. I will douse myself, sprinkle it after saying a quick prayer. Oh, Aphrodite, please cleanse me of my foul odors.
all right. So you don't notice anything other than that. It looks like a normal warehouse. There were other towers of similar along the other warehouses. This warehouse is probably about a 3-story building in height, but you think it's pretty much one just large area. It's not. It may or may not have additional stories inside. And well, looks like a normal warehouse.
This could be a 12-story apartment building for she and I.
Could be.
Do you see anything?
So let's say, unless you guys want to do anything different, you gonna wait till the time, or you gonna do anything like go in early? What does the wizard want to do? I want to give everybody time to talk.
And I'm with them, right? Or am I
Yeah,
not?
you're all together.
Okay. I mean, he's just watching this nonsense going on, I'm guessing, right? With like the whole holy water thing, like, well, quote unquote holy water. The got
Whore
drizzle.
bath. Whore bath.
Touche.
I guess he's just gonna like he's gonna have a look of disappointment because you know he's a high elf, right? And
Oh, this is beneath him.
yeah, this is like
Oh, he's highfalutin with this very
yeah.
pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
All right. So after a while, you notice a group of familiar kind of looking people coming down the alleyway. They're all wearing black cloaks, and they have a pendant on them that they wear that you see. It's like a little medallion that they all wear kind of at their neck that looks like a crow. It looks like a brass crow. And they come along. You see a guy. He looks a little bit like, and they're about 15 minutes early. I'll show you some pictures, maybe if I can figure out how to do a share screen.
You do the display monitor at the very bottom,
Yes,
and then it allows you to pick the windows.
Ooh, we have someone who knows this system. Is there a way to turn on subtitles?
Subtitles? I'm not sure. I know that if you hit F, subtitles. I'll check into that right now.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sober up.
Okay. Select a window. All right. That's being a little bit revealing, but all right. So this is the medallion. That's what that looks like. And the leader that's coming along here, walking with them, that he's obviously the one in charge, just on the way he handles himself. And he looks like he has a pet on his shoulder as well. That looks like
Slaver! Bird slaver!
It looks like Penelope.
Wait, so out of curiosity, since these are the crows, this is a pirate town. Is there a layer called the Crow's Nest?
Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe that's what they call it. You don't know. They kind of come up, and if you're still standing in the alley, they'll just kind of like stand there and kind of look at you. But they go, "You guys are early."
We're ready for the job. Job.
Better to be early than to be late.
Perhaps we should go inside and discuss it first. I want to make sure I'm going to get my money's worth. They'll go, and one of them goes up to the little door, and he looks around and like pulls a key out of his pocket and unlocks the door legitimately. And the boss guy just rolls his eyes a little bit. And he goes, "All right, we should go discuss." And he heads into the warehouse. The first room is just this little office room, which is full. It's got a desk. It's got papers basically everywhere, filing cabinets and stuff. But there's a little table in one corner, and he kind of goes and sits at this table. Meanwhile, his associates, one of them takes a position just outside the warehouse door, and then the other one goes to another door that leads to stairs that go over into the rest of the warehouse. So he goes over there, and the guy sitting there, he kind of motions for you, "Please sit." And he pulls out a large bag and kind of chinks it down on the table. He goes, "I have already an event."
I ask if I will be patted down at any point in time.
I'm sure we're all armed here. No need for us to waste time with pat downs.
No love for Siffa.
So he kind of waits for you all to sit down. Does anybody want to not sit at the table?
Depending on how high the chairs are, I might stand on my chair.
Must stand, can't sit, knees don't bend.
There are some things you can stack in the chair if you want to get a little extra higher. Some like big stacks of small crates and stuff like that.
Medieval phone books.
Yeah, medieval phone books. I was going to say papers, but then I thought, why would there be that many papers? And he goes, "Well, thank you for coming, first of all. I know our reputation is not, well, let's just say, not everybody appreciates our flair within the city. But I can assure you this is a legitimate offer. So, you may or may not have heard, but there have been some murders lately. And some of those murders have been of fellow Crow members. And I need to figure out who is killing off my people. So I can tell you what I know about the murders so far. And if there are any more, I know that there was one last night, which I can give you the address of where that happened, and what I know about it.
Murder, murder, murder.
But if you do, he hands over the bag. This is just an event. The rest will be coming later. That is 10 gold bars. There will be 300 by the end of this if you solve the murder. Which is quite a bit. Go ahead.
Lots of fishies. Buy lots of fishies.
Indeed.
I'll see if I can ask a question.
Right.
Are any of his henchmen around?
One, yeah, they're both kind of within earshot.
I will ask him if the group. Can we speak with just you for just a moment?
He kind of looks over at the other people, and he kind of goes. He motions for them to go away.
I'll ask him if he thinks it's an internal job, like a hit squad, like somebody's trying to rise through the ranks.
I wouldn't think so.
Traitor!
It has. While there are different little smaller cliques within our organization, the perpetrator so far has been pretty indiscriminate about who within the group they take out. So it's hit so far 3 members, and there are not really any association between them. Some of them, our gang has divided up by 3 leaderships who, certain members will tend toward one or the other, but each leader has had at least one minion taken out.
And does he have a suspect in mind?
Well, I can tell you more about the description of the murder. So what we have seen is that at the scene of every crime, the victim has been, all of the moisture from their body seems to have been drained somehow.
So they look like a husk.
Somewhat. They definitely look very gaunt. And that is the only thing we've seen so far from each of the victims. We suspect some kind of wizard. He kind of looks over it. Scariest.
Vampire!
Possibly could be a vampire. We haven't noticed puncture marks, but maybe they clean up after themselves.
Could be between the webbing of the toes.
Could be.
That's a weird place.
So were the victims, are they all found in the same area or all throughout town?
Well, our group pretty much operates in the Eastern District, which is traders and independent businessmen like myself. And then the
Criminals!
Crowns. And then along the docks as well, part of it, because the docks are shared by all the gangs.
Seamen!
But we have noticed a lot of the victims have been at the borders of our areas. So we possibly may have a situation where one of the other gangs has
started a war,
is attacking us without announcing themselves yet.
I'll confirm that the other 2 groups that he's discussing are the Gulls and the Scaran.
It could be them. I mean, there are smaller gangs, but I wouldn't expect them to try to mess with our group. But who knows?
Shall we go to the last crime scene?
He'll hand over a piece of paper that has the address.
I try to snatch it with my beak.
He goes, if you wish to get in touch with me again, you can come back to this location and leave a note. Someone will be monitoring this area. And then I will come as I am able to.
Yeah, for a second I thought whenever he mentioned they didn't openly say anything. I thought there was going to be a repeat of cowardice.
Nice. What's the group think?
So,
All right. Let's go check them out. The location.
all right.
Check them out. Do our thing. Do our thing.
Do we have cool background music as we stride down the middle of the street?
I don't have any, but if you want to play some, we can.
Well, yeah, you know, every hero needs a theme song.
Boys are back in town. In the background.
The boys? Most of you guys aren't boys.
I'm just one of the guys, if you know what I mean.
She pees standing up.
So you guys
That's why I wouldn't climb the ladder.
You guys find the address fairly easily. It looks like it is a CD bar. Pretty one of those little, maybe
Corner neighborhood bar types.
yeah, real small. They're real,
Like a pub.
yeah. And it's called the
Cheers.
Cheers. That's a good one.
The corpse.
Cheerios.
No. Are they honey nut?
But the address here, you see that in a side street, not like right on the main drag, but in the side street, there's an area that's been roped off, and there's a couple of what looks like the guardsmen who I have a name for them, and I totally forgot their names.
The fuzz.
The
The
pub.
heat. The 4-0, because it's medieval.
For
Poor
Is
Ott.
it
not quite 5-0.
The VO.
is it Barney Fife?
No, they're called. I gotta hear them get it.
I'll volunteer to go into the bar and ask questions. If somebody wants to come with me.
Shocked.
Follow the
Will you-
whore. Follow the whore.
Shall we do the evocative split the party? Some talk to the guards, some talk to the
Yes.
chaps
There's
inside.
Because nothing ever goes wrong when we split.
Nothing
the party.
ever goes wrong in these games.
All right, who wants to go inside? I've got one volunteer so far.
Following the whore.
I guess I'm going to
Gimp
talk to
is
the guard.
coming with me.
All right. So the wizard's staying outside.
Yeah, I'll stay outside too and talk to the cops.
All right. Inside the bar, there is. It's just like it is a dump. It's the lowest. It just smells funny. There's like a bar with a guy who's got like white hair. His head like barely sticks up over the bar, but he's a human. He's just hunched over, so he's probably at least 80. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 57.
Welcome to Cheerios. Yeah, it's a happy place. Come on in.
Hello, my good man. I am a purveyor of love. Perhaps you have heard of us. I am concerned about a fellow compatriot of mine. Sadly, he met his demise out in the alley. I was wondering if you or any of these scum know anything about it. And I'll also take a drink. just a big one.
What kind of
Smells
drink
like the
do you
color
have?
brown.
Something that puts hair on my chest.
Like brings out this bottle, just has an X on the side of it. You're like,
Reminds me of my spouse.
it's in a like a frosty mug. Hands it to you.
Classy. Is the mug clean?
Patoo.
Sprinkles water on it. Does the
He
blessing.
pulled it out from under the bar, so
Yeah, that's probably good enough. Yeah, I'll ask him if anyone can fill us in on info.
He goes, any use? What'd you call him again?
Scum.
Yeah. Any use, scum? Know anything about Bobby's murder? And they're all like,
Bobby.
that's his name, Bobby. His name was Bobby.
Was he a builder?
No. He was a brute. Bobby the Brute.
Anybody speak up?
They're all just kind of like sitting there drinking and ignoring you, apparently.
I turn around and I take my prosthetic and I whap the nearest one in the head. Talking to you.
He goes, ow! Hey, I'm just minding my own business here.
Well, how about we buy you a drink there, scum, which stands for sincerely charismatic, unusual man.
Sure, that'll help.
One cold beverage for my new friend,
Guess I'm Daryl.
Great, Daryl.
That does sound like a disappointment.
Where's your other brother, Daryl?
No, my brother Daryl's at the other bar down the right.
That's what the scum are made of. So I'll ask him if he can shed any light on Bobby's demise.
Well, I know Bobby was here late last night till about 3 a.m, closing the place out.
So
And,
he did not go ugly early.
Well, we don't get a lot of female persuasion in our bar.
Hot babes like ourselves. Got it.
Exactly. So anyway, Bobby was going out. I know I was heading the other way. And then all I know is when I come back the next day, they say he got killed right out the door. He didn't say anything. He didn't scream out. I know that.
I touch him on the shoulder and kind of gently knead him. Thank you, you big strong man. You've been a mountain of help.
He kind of goes, oh yeah, that's good. That felt good.
Don't be a naughty man. I am a priestess of Aphrodite.
He goes, oh, Aphrodite, you say?
I used to be, but a procedure was called that. Is there anybody else willing that looks like they know something, maybe averting their eyes or any of that crap?
Make a perception check.
12 to 14.
You do see a strange guy who's got like kind of real tall white hair, and he just kind of looks like this. He's been ever since y'all came into this place. He's kind of like this.
Who's in here with me? Just Birdie? Penelope.
Oh, I wanted to say before they went in to, if they needed any trouble, just to call.
All right, let's switch. Let's switch over to the outside. So you guys outside, you see the the main gang. It's really essentially the main gang in town, who's the guards of the city, and they're there, kind of watching over things, and they notice you kind of looking at the body. They kind of, one of them kind of looks at you and kind of goes. He like turns around and like holds his hand behind his back, like he's expecting something from you.
Oh, like preparing to unsheath his sword. Or
I
Kinda
would
hold
like to put a gold coin in the hand.
He goes. He kind of pockets the coin, and he kind of goes. These are the special investigators, guys. Let them through. They look like they want to do their work. You know, their special investigating.
Did you say the body was still lying there?
Yeah. It's been marked off. It's only been there for like I don't know. It hadn't been long because this. Well, if it happened at 3 a.m, I guess it has been there a little while. But they haven't.
Oh, I thought the big boss guy said it happened yesterday.
No, he was at the bar. He was seen at the bar last night. But we don't know that as the character.
It was last night, essentially, in the middle of the night.
Okay.
So I'll go up to the guy who said that we're the special investigators, and I'll just say, "Hey, so what do you think happened here?"
That guy died.
Oh, he did tell the truth. You think?
They say his name is Bobby. Bobby the Brute, they call him, and he's like a brute. He's a hulking dude. But you see that like his chest is kind of concaved in, and his skin is just really tight. You can see his cheekbones, and his fingers are all like real shriveled up, and you can. It looks like he's, I don't know, got in a microwave and got nuked, and all the water came out of him or something.
Can we see? Is there examine the body? Is there any other marks or?
Make an investigation check or perception if you want.
Yeah, we'll do perception. Oh, nice. Rolled at 18, 22.
Okay. You can see that his stuff has been taken off of him. Most of the good stuff. His shoes are missing. He probably had a coat on that it got ripped off of him. And his weapons are long gone, if he had any on him. But you don't see. I mean, a lot of the marks on him look like they're post-human or post-mortems. You don't see anything on him that looks like something that might have killed him. He does have a tattoo of a crow on his arm, so he's obviously one of the gang members. But you don't see any signs of struggle.
Have you tried pouring some water on him?
He's a spy.
Oh my god, what if the water on top of the warehouse is from this dude?
Oh no. The guy hears that and he goes, that would be horrible. We're all drinking this guy.
Cannibalism.
We'll say you guys have water on him if you want to pour some water on him.
I would like to try that.
All right. You pour some
Maybe
water.
start with a foot or something.
Nothing really happens. It just kind of goes over it, and nothing unusual happens. He says, well, they got this doctor supposed to show up here in a few minutes and cut him open, figure out what killed him.
I think it's the fact that he looks like a raisin.
Well,
I must be
so,
the reason of that.
does anybody have medicine?
I do.
Okay, make a medicine check.
That is a 12.
You take a look and you notice one thing about his his throat and his lung area, like his chest area. He kind of looks like similar to these scenes you've seen when people have drowned, but so he might have drowned and then had something sucked out, like the water sucked out of him, which seems a little weird.
Well, but his clothes wet or?
No, but it's been hours,
They would
and
have
a lot
dried
of
up.
them got taken off of him as well. Because remember, the people stole from him while he was a corpse.
Can you drown in
On land?
outside of water? Hmm.
Would you drown? No. If you dehydrate like that, it probably wouldn't be the same. I mean, if he had died that way, you wouldn't have seen the signs of the drowning part. It's almost like he was drowned and then the water sucked out of him.
Is there anything just around the body or around that area that looks?
I mean, see sewer grates nearby, which is common. Filth laying on the ground from like people throwing out their garbage, because this is one of those medieval towns where people throw their garbage on the streets.
Yeah.
Like locks.
Like France?
Yeah, they do that in France, sure.
Detroit.
Well, every if I didn't, I mean, I took forensics in high school, so I mean, every crime scene has something left behind, no matter how fast you do it.
Oh, do you want to search the body?
I was going to search around the environment and the surrounding area. Maybe like they dropped something while trying to make their escape, or you know. But I mean, I can search the body as well.
You look around. You don't see anything that would be out of the ordinary. And his body, he's basically been stripped. Whatever he might have had that was of value, or even of identification purposes, anything he might have had. If he had a little toy robot or something, he probably would have taken him from him. It's the kind of town where when you die in the street, your body ends up pretty much with rags all left on it, and that's about it.
Detroit.
Maybe. I've never.
Well, at least they didn't defile him.
Yeah, maybe they
Yeah.
didn't.
Maybe.
And meanwhile, back inside the bar, Cheerios. We have this crazy looking dude. He's just kind of like, he's got his white hair is just kind of sticking up.
He looks like he's seen some things in
Well, you're
life.
outside. You don't see this.
1,000-yard stare. I'm going
He's
to.
like-
Go ahead.
Looks like he's getting ready to try to slip toward one of the doors. He's trying to decide which door is the easiest one to get out.
I already gave the proverbial head nod to Penelope. We're going to try and cut him off and play bad cop, bad cop.
Bad cop, worst cop.
Hello, my friend. Might I buy you a beverage?
I was drinking milk. Okay, you got milk?
Bartender, goat's blood over here. A question for you, my friend.
Yeah.
What if I told you I could make you more attractive if you gave me something in return?
Yeah, sure.
I need to know what you know about the death of poor Bobby the Brute.
He's one of them.
He's one of them crow gang guys, and I think the goals. I seen one of them come by here.
Do you know which one?
I mean, not really. They all like goals.
Think hard, my friend. I'm about to make you a very adorable man.
I don't know them all.
Racist.
He's just ugly. That's not a race.
He said they were all gulls. Like they all look the same. All gulls do not look the same.
Okay.
Thank you
That's
very
fair.
much.
Yeah, we need a name.
I think his name is Fellow.
Fellow.
Yeah,
Fellow
I
the
saw
gull.
the bartender said, "Oh, hello, good fellow," when he sat down.
I waved my prosthetic leg in front of him menacingly.
That bartender?
Yeah. He was in here, and he left about the same time. Same time, Bob. I don't leave. I stay here.
I cast what's it called? Enhance ability, and give him the eagle's nature, I think it's called, and that will give him positive charisma throws, and we can go over and work over the bartender.
Okay. He says, "Oh, I feel more confident suddenly."
Yeah, you look great. Thanks. And walk over to the bar.
I want to go place it's not a dump. And he like walks up. What do you want to do with the bartender?
Stretch. Our new friend over there drinking the goat's milk says, you know, a gull that we need to talk to.
I mean, this here bar is like right on the border. We serve the gulls, we serve the crows. Hell, we even serve them rat guys if they show up here.
Yeah, that doesn't answer my question, does it? Give me a name, or my friend here is going to take her leg and start knocking, I don't know, bottles down.
He kind of looks over at Penelope, and he's like, all right. I think his name is George Costanza.
Nice.
I hit him.
Ow! That's his name. You're not making that up.
My friend doesn't believe you.
Hey, he lives right down the road. Trust me, I wouldn't mind.
Does he give us a decent direction?
Yeah, that he gives the name of it like an apartment building that's kind of nearby. At the
Fractured
Rose Street.
Farms.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Rose Street Gardens.
Insight check to see if he's telling us the truth.
Yeah, sure. Check.
8. He could be lying his ass off for all I know.
Seems legit.
I lean into him and I take my 2 feathers.
Eileen, that's what you do? Eileen?
He kind of like goes, I've been around, Missy. I'm not afraid of you.
Smash one of the bottles.
He's afraid of you.
I got 1 wing on my foot. If I use my other wing for a bottle, I'll be unbalanced.
Okay. For your sake, I hope you're telling us the truth. Because if we have to visit again, I'll hold her up while she beats you to death with a club leg. We can boogie. We'll meet up with the others outside.
So the others outside, you haven't really discovered anything more than what you already know. Dehydration, death, possibly a drowning, and then a dehydration. That's all you kind of really know. Bobby the Brute. I mean, you know his name.
Brute Squad.
But he's got clean feet now.
1 clean foot.
One clean foot. Ooh, lucky Bobby foot. We will inform them of what the bartender and Captain Delicious told us, and Tell him about this George Costanza in his apartment building down the street. I think he's
Right.
living with a guy named Seinfeld.
Possibly.
That's what we learned.
We learned this is the body.
We learned that he's dead.
Great.
I also think he drowned.
Well, that's something. But why is he so desiccated?
Too many raisins?
Constipation. It's an issue.
No, it's not constipation. It's diarrhea. That's how he drowned.
Oh, yes, right.
I will suggest that we go to this apartment building for George Costanza. But I'm flexible. Morally and ethically flexible.
Okay, so you guys head to the.
Should we wait for the doctor to come and cut him open?
All the water just goes flowing out.
Yeah, dust.
There won't be a lot of water.
Oh, right, yeah.
Fresh liver.
We can wait.
Fresh liver.
We've got time. I'll go in and get another drink.
There's after like about 10 more minutes, a strange-looking gnome guy shows up, and he has these goggles on, and he has all this fancy gear he wears around his belt and everything, and he pulls out this large cleaver-looking thing, and he starts basically cutting this guy open.
Are you a Moyle?
No. My name is Dr. Slivums.
Strange love.
Maybe. I have known to have a little bit of strange love, but they don't call me that.
Hi, present.
He goes, he kind of like confirms what you already knew after a few, like it takes him about 10 or 15 minutes, but strange that these nuns look like they were drowned before all the liquid sucked out of them. And he goes, well, yep, another dead ganger. Throw him on the cart.
Were the other ones that have died, are they the same way? They look like they've been drowned as well?
Well, I believe, yes, that is what we've discovered so far. Although there's so many corpses every day, it could have been anybody, really. There were a lot of corpses in the last 3 or 4 days.
But how many of them looked like raisins?
3. This is the third one. They
And
were
all the
all
raisins-
crow gangers, too, from what I understand.
And all the raisins looked like they drowned?
Yeah. They
Huh.
were all drowned, and then the blood or liquid. Well, the thing is, I don't think the blood was actually sucked out of them, because I noticed the blood had been dried up in the veins. So it was actually moisture that got sucked out of them through the pores.
Doctor, are you familiar with necrotic damage?
I have heard of such things.
Would this be
Magic.
consistent with necrotic damage?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, could be.
When I get a chance, I'll talk to the cops guarding the scene.
Okay. Well, cops is a little bit strong of a term for these guys. They work for the head guy of the city, who is a known former pirate. They're basically the crew members of his ship that have now been promoted into,
Strong-armed enforcers.
enforcers of his law. Yeah. What do you need to know?
Crockett, Tubbs, do you guys know this Costanza person?
I believe he's one of the gulls. I've heard of him.
Is he kind of a butt?
Racketeering. He runs he likes all the shopkeepers along this area to pay him money to protect them from
bad elements.
Isn't that your job?
He tries to protect them from himself.
Shouldn't you run him in?
Shiv him! Shiv
It's not
him!
really our business what people give money to. If they want to donate money to this guy, that's their
I
business.
heard he's over at the Seinfeld place. Is that where he lives?
I think it's the Rose Garden, something place.
Thank you. Go back to doing nothing. You seem to be very good at it. I would suggest to the party that maybe we need to hit the Rose Gardens. Unless somebody has a better idea. And I am open to suggestions. Because I never promised you a rose garden. For all you country music lovers out there.
I beg your pardon?
Who was that? Patty. Who am I thinking of?
Patty Klein.
Was it Patsy Klein?
Patsy Klein, I think.
All right.
Was it?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up now that you've got
me curious.
Nerd!
Lynn Anderson.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Was it country then? That sounds more poppy.
Yeah. It was the 70s, so she has long blonde hair, kind of hippie-esque.
Oh, everybody in the 70s had long
Ooh,
hair.
I never promised you a Rose Garden, a novel on Amazon.com. I'm sure that's... Wow, that is not for youth right there.
Probably a trashy one.
It's kind of looking that way.
This is not a book discussion. Chop chop.
Okay, I will suggest we go to the Rose Garden and see if there's anything to be found there.
Okay, you head that way. You get to the Rose Garden. This is basically just an apartment building, but it does have this little inner circle of a garden actually within the kind of. It has a courtyard area inside the apartments where they have roses and a bench. You see a guy in a trench coat sitting on the benches there.
Oh, he better have underwear on, I swear to God.
And he's throwing little tiny crackers at some of the birds around it.
Oh, no.
Look suspiciously dull-like.
Bruce throwing things at the birds.
This guy's got like gray hair, bald on top. He's got a little gray hair on the sides, and his trench coat is this like grayish kind of thing. But he doesn't look like this when you approach him, or if you get anywhere near him. He just kind of goes, "Eh."
I'll yell out, Costanza, come here.
He kind of looks over at you, goes, "Piss off."
Oh, get the leg over there. Who wants to be the heavy with this dude?
Well, I just whapped him with
Because
my
I'm a
leg.
lover, not a fighter.
Those are some shitty crackers you're feeding the birds.
He says, "I'm not in the mood. I'm having a really bad day."
This
Probably your
wizard's
mom
about to
wasn't
turn
either.
The wizard's about to turn you into a bird, pal.
I don't have
tough.
more.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't know that.
Well, he cast this look of despite, or like.
I thought you were going to say a spell at first.
No.
All right.
Eldritch Blast.
Before he gets away.
I interview the smoking hole.
Well, but I could put him to sleep. So.
Yeah, you probably could. I mean, tell enough stories. Tell enough puns. Okay, so.
Well, we know this guy's Costanza because he told me to piss off.
What do you want?
Love.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I was already an ass to one person. Somebody else can be an ass to this guy.
Here's his attitude. Just so you know, I rolled it. That makes sense.
He's a Mr. Yuck.
It looks like a frowny face,
Well, it looks a bit blurry.
like he's yelling. That's what it looks like.
Well, didn't you say he said that he was having a bad day or something?
I am having a bad day.
So why are you having a bad day?
Well, my friend got killed. You must know.
Not Bobby.
Hey, how do you know Bobby?
I met his foot.
I was a lover.
Hey, we don't judge others around here. Bobby and I, we have a special relationship.
Okay.
Star-crossed lovers, a gull, a crow.
Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet.
I'm all about love.
Yeah, he was supposed to come over last night, and he never showed up. We did our normal, okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Bobby. I go my way, he goes his way. I wait around. I don't see him. I go back to the bar at 4:30, and he's laying out in the alley. Somebody already took his boots.
Did you take anything? Did you take anything?
Nah, he'd already been mostly stripped by then. I did
But
take
not by
one
you.
thing that he had in his pocket, and he pulls out this what looks like some kind of a trinket that looks like something that says and on the bottom of it it says to Bobby from George with love. It's like a little Cupid thing.
So he's showing us that Bobby had one just like it, or is
No.
this Bobby's?
He says, I took it off of Bobby. I had given it to him, but I took it back off his corpse.
You're under arrest for theft.
I start crying. Sad love.
I'm going to get whichever one of them crows killed him. I know it was for revenge. They
Revenge for
couldn't
what?
handle our relationship.
I thought you were keeping it on the down low.
Well, where it gets out. There were rumors.
Were the other crows also in love?
What other crows?
Apparently, they were. Bobby is the third victim.
Oh, really? I
He
didn't
was
know that.
sucked dry.
I mean, that might have happened if he'd have showed up, but that he never did. I did notice that he didn't have a lot of water in him. That's what you mean.
So you tell him the name of the other victims?
I don't know about any. I didn't know about that. I just know Bobby. What are you saying? There's somebody killing all the crows off?
It appears that way. And it's not just targeted to any branch.
Did you notice anybody come out at the same time y'all did?
Not really. I didn't notice anything. I mean, there was this one guy, but he's there all the time. I forgot his name, Daryl or something.
Oh, Christ.
I can't remember if it was Daryl or Daryl because they're always in and out of there. But they look the same anyway. Anyway, having a really bad day, so if you want to just, I don't know what you want to know from me. Ask me about any other questions.
I think we're barking up the wrong tree. Does he seem genuine about his remorse?
You can make a insight.
7. Not a clue.
Does anybody else want an insight check?
By the way, if any of you roll a 1, please let me know.
2.
Oh no. Let's see. Insight. What's wrong? Okay.
Would you like us to put you out of your
I got a
misery?
12.
Insight.
If your grief is too much to bear.
I got a 18.
18. Okay. You're pretty sure he's genuinely upset. And also that you doubt he could make any of these little, like he wouldn't have had time to create the little statue thing that is kind of a backs up his story.
So sad. Sad man. I pet him with my feather.
He goes, I know. I mean, Bobby, he was just really special. He's a special guy.
Oh, I didn't see a helmet.
He kind of goes like he doesn't understand you. I don't know.
So sorry.
I'll ask if George has any crow suspects.
Well, yeah, I think it was. And he talks about. I gotta get my notes real quick. Yeah, I should have been more prepared for this. You think I didn't have any time at all to prepare for it. He says, I think it was Cody Hurst. That guy's a freaking nut job. And I think he was mad because he heard that Bobby was talking to me, and maybe he thought Bobby was giving secrets out. I don't know. But then he said there was others killed. That doesn't mean that doesn't make much sense either.
Where can we find Cody?
Cody hangs out at the Rusty Nail down on the Docks District.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Would we know where that is?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the little.
Oh darn! Another tavern.
It's a tavern that is known to be a place that sailors hang out.
Ha ha! Bonus. Seamen make the best lovers. Anybody else want to ask any questions of this dude, or shall we go rusty nailing somebody?
Yeah, let's go rusty nailing.
All right, get down there. You see a real eclectic crowd at the Rusty Nail. There's a variety of people, but most of them look like they're from other lands or, work on ships. Because it is a sailor bar and sailors come from all over the planet, there's a lot of different people here, a lot of different races of people. And you're really not sure who Cody Hurst is. So
Are there any with peg legs in there that I could talk to?
Peg legs, sure. You see a little dwarf guy with a peg leg and he's got a bandana tied up on his head, and he's sitting there drinking at the bar.
I hop over and I waggle my prosthetic leg at him.
He goes, "Oh, that's a mighty fine leg there, lass.
Goes the wrong way, but it works."
Oh, come on up. I'll buy you a beer." And he motions the bartender to get some extra beverages brought over.
Nice.
He goes, "What can I do you for?"
Aphrodite lady, what do I do them for?
Ask him if he knows who this Cody Hurst is.
Cody Hurst?
Booty
He
hole.
kind of looks. He looks back toward the back of the tavern, and you see a dark booth. It almost has like a haze over it. It almost feels like there's a cloud of
Ganja.
Evil.
And he goes, "I wouldn't be talking to you out about Cody if I were you. That guy's kind of nutty."
Oh, okay.
I have an idea unless somebody wants to stop me.
Depends on what the idea is.
I want to go over to the table and tell him that Trixie has a disease and he needs to be cured immediately.
Poor Trixie.
I'm just gonna sit here and trade drinks with the other guy with the leg.
Got it.
With the other gimp.
Yep. Gimp's gotta
Hey,
stick together.
between the two, they can run a 3-legged race.
I don't know. He's pretty short.
I'll step on over to see this dark, smoky haze thing. How many people are sitting in the booth?
There's just one guy, and he's you can get a smell of almost like sulfur within the air near him.
Oh.
And I'm gonna see if I can get this picture to show up, but it's not. Let me drag and drop it. So give me a second. Hey, here it is.
Ooh, a tiefling.
Yeah, he's a tiefling. On this picture, pretend this thing on the shoulder is which you can't see anyway.
Yeah, we can
It's
see
a
it.
crow. It looks like one of those crow medallions.
Oh shit.
Hello!
Hello!
Did he make you horny?
Oh, no.
Mr. Grody, I presume?
It's Goaty.
Yes, that's what I meant. I understand you are in need of curative alignment change.
What?
Perhaps the last female, wink wink, might not have been as friendly as you thought she was. I'm here to remedy the issue. I've been paid.
Make a deception check.
Well, my rolls have been stellar so far. A 2. I'm about to get punched in the mouth.
He
So
says,
stellar.
I don't know what your game is, but I really, really don't have time for this. Really don't.
You don't want to make me mad.
He says, someone's been killing off the crows, and it just kind of pisses me off. And I just maybe want to take that out on somebody.
I can understand that. You know what? We're here for you. We're here to help. Which of these assholes do you want to kick the crap out of? I'm with you.
I want to kick assholes of whoever killed Bobby. He was one of my best workers.
I heard it was that one-legged dwarf up there.
Wow.
He kind of looks over and goes, "Nah, I don't think so. He came in on a ship this morning after the murder."
Or did he? I asked.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
God, I could have sworn I had something that I wanted to use here, but I don't see it.
I hop over. Hop, hop,
Sacred
hop,
flame.
hop, hop, hop.
Bobby did jobs for me like with the last several weeks. We were close. And hey, now that I think about it, most of the ones that got killed all worked on that same job.
Were you close? How close? Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more.
Well, who else was on this job, and what was it?
We were knocking over some merchants' stash that they had a bunch of jewelry stashed in one of these warehouses. It wasn't supposed to sit there long, but we found out about it. And, we were in there, and I think, we just took the stuff, and I noticed there was a lot of these big chemical vats in the place, which was unusual. We didn't mess with that, though. We didn't mess with any of that chemical stuff.
Do you have any of those jewelry pieces on you?
No, that got fenced. I mean, we provided that back to the owners. We were just doing a voluntary
Right,
appraisal
yes.
check.
Yeah, you're an upstanding citizen. Got it. I'm
Well,
open to Justin.
If the other people that are doing this job got killed, you're probably the next person they're going to take out.
Well,
Well, good luck to them. I doubt they make it. Whoever it is, I'm looking for some payback anyway.
Ram you!
Now we could sit on this guy and wait for him to die.
But
Where
would you
was
do that
this?
way?
Where was this place that you saw the vats?
Hey, he like whispers off some an address that's not that far from here. Actually, it's about 2 blocks over. And it used to be that at one time this was a place where they made like special potions. Let's say it was an alchemical facility. Maybe the vats had something to do with that.
Are there any other crew members left who worked on this job for you?
I mean, I don't remember exactly. Might have been 1 or 2 other muscles, but nobody of note.
so
And those muscles are still alive.
Maybe.
wait. So did he say that the other so we know Bobby's the one that we've been investigating, but did he say that the other 2 were also working on that, or could those 2 be the other 2 muscles that were on the ship?
Yeah. No, there were 5 of us, and the one guy that isn't dead yet, I think he left town.
This dude's next. Do you have any life insurance? Would you like to buy some?
I lean forward and be like, how are you feeling? Are you feeling dry?
I feel fine. I mean, he holds his finger up and like flame shoots off his. If anybody tries to suck me dry, I got a fireball for him right here.
Oh, I'll be sure not to fart.
Hydrate!
Maybe I could hire you guys.
Make sure
you
to
can be
hydrate.
my bodyguards.
We don't come cheap.
Liar!
But she is easy.
Well, how much are we talking?
How much are we getting paid by the boss? 300 gold bars?
Yeah.
301 gold bars.
That's a very specific number.
I've got a debt to be paid.
I thought your dad was dead.
Let me see if he's gonna make a. He's like, all right, fine. 301 bars.
Up front, please. Don't do it. If
I
we
don't have
fail
it on me. I don't have it on me. I mean,
well, let's go get it. You're gonna miss it if we fail.
Lord Almighty.
it's like, fine, we'll go get some money. And he
Go to
like
the medieval
I have to say,
ATM.
ATM.
no, he like goes to this warehouse that you recognize,
Warehouse 13.
the one that you were at earlier, and he knocks on the door.
Imagine if the boss is there and he sees us, and then you're like, "What are you doing?"
Well, he has a messenger. So
He knocks on the door, and this guy opens the door who you don't recognize. He wasn't one of the ones that was present earlier. And he goes, "What do you want?"
Buenos dias, amigo. We're looking for gold bars for our friend here. He's taking out some life insurance.
Cody tells him, "Hey, I need to get a message to the other guy. DM can't remember the name of. I probably didn't even introduce him, did I?
No, I don't have it written down.
The big guy.
The
Head honcho.
To Nigel.
Nigel.
I need to get a message to Nigel. I need some money.
Oh,
I need 301 gold bars."
God, you're welcome, everybody. I screwed this.
And the guy goes, "Oh, okay. I'll let him go."
This is gonna end so horribly.
You see, like after like a few moments, out one of the windows of this thing, you see what looks like a piece of paper. It's almost looks like a paper airplane that flutters, and the paper airplane flutters off.
So it's an animated spell or something like that.
Yeah, you make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh, look at the trash.
I go hopping after it on my one leg.
I got a natural 17.
Okay. You know that there are these pieces of paper that are magical that you can write notes on and say who that goes to, and they'll fold themselves up into like a paper bird, and then fly to the to whoever it goes to. It's a fairly common magic item, which you can buy for like about 10 or 12 gold per sheet.
I have an idea. Can we get one and address it to the guy who killed Bobby?
You know who the guy who killed Bobby is.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
but
the paper's
the
smarter
messenger, the paper would know because it knows the guy who killed Bobby and the other guys.
It's got to be JR.
Well, I'm running after that paper regardless.
It's
Hop,
flying
hop,
very
hop.
quickly.
Hop, hop.
You're like hopping along, and it's blocks away already.
Oh, God damn it.
Scariest, you know that you do need to know an actual name of a person to go on the
Rat
game.
farts.
Hey, Elf, could you be some help?
Me.
Her Goaty says, "Well, I'll have the money soon. You want to hang out here?" Or?
Not prudent. Not prudent.
I don't care. I don't care. What do you guys think? I mean, we know this guy's next on the hit list.
We could go check out the place where they got where they stole the merch. See if there's anything. The owners or something.
Well, as long as he's with us.
Yeah, I think we should keep him close.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
can
go
you
with
take us to the warehouse where the chemicals are?
Sure, we can go there. I'm sure they'll get back to me about the cash. You'll have your money in no time. And he kind of looks around like, yeah, hopefully you'll have your money soon. And you guys go over to the chemical place. It smells. This place is full. It smells worse than the sulfur guy in the bar. And
Isn't that who we're with? Go.
yeah, but I mean, like in the bar when he was surrounded by it, it was worse. Now you're out in the open; it's not so bad. And the chemicals, you can smell all kinds of weird chemicals. There's these vat. You kind of wonder why the hell anybody would store. Yeah, you're kind of wondering why anybody would store valuables in a place like this. You see some tables set up with like little trays of various types of trays, and you see like chairs that have been sit in fairly recently. You see scars on the ground. You see almost like this whole setup as if this place at one time had been used to produce, sometime fairly recently, had been used to do something with the chemicals. But you don't see any people here.
Does it smell similar? Was there a smell around the body, and does it smell similar here?
Ooh. Make a
Given that I got close enough that I
Smell
drowsed
his foot.
his feet.
Scrubbed his feet.
yeah, perception check.
Well,
Or
that is a 1, but
investigation.
I am a halfling, so that isn't a 1.
I mean, I got an 18. If that
So
was
that's
what it was.
22 on the reroll.
Nice.
All right. You guys, yeah, it does have a weird smell that you kind of remember smelling on Bobby's corpse. You weren't sure if it was something he ate or what, but now that you smelt it again, you can definitely smell this coming from one of the vats. You guys are in here. Go ahead.
I relay that to the rest of the party.
Inside this vat, you see this kind of glowing green goop. It's a huge vat, by the way. There's this scaffolding that kind of goes above these vats, and you can see that you can look down from the scaffolding into the vat and see this kind of glowing green stuff. There's another one that has like glowing pink stuff and a glowing green one.
I think that's alcoholic. If you want to take a sip.
I'm thinking it's ice cream.
Is there any?
Oh, go ahead.
Is there any like mice or other critters that I might be able to catch?
She's the start of a serial killer.
You probably see a rodent or two around. Now catching it might be a little harder.
So, we see the green vat, right?
Yeah.
Can we bring a guy called Jack White and push him into the vat?
I was gonna just
can
try
try
that
that.
with a rodent, but
No. I was making a Joker reference.
Does anybody want to try to help catch the rat?
Sure. I'll give you advantage on catching the thing.
I have proficiency in animal handling, if that helps.
All right. You gonna try to lure the rat with something?
Cheese.
Sure, I probably have some bread or something in my pocket.
Offer it gold.
Godey's just kind of sitting there and kind of going, okay. And he looks odd ever since you come in the building. You're not really sure why. You guys are busy trying to catch this rat.
I'm not.
What are you doing?
I mean, if he's making those weird faces, I mean,
What
like,
are you doing?
I'm gonna ask him something wrong.
Just something weird. His hands, as you notice his hand, scoots something off of one of the tables and he kind of pockets it and puts it in his pocket.
I'm from the north, so I pull out a hockey stick, and I'm gonna help her catch the rat by keeping it in check up front.
All right. You guys are trying to catch the rat. Go ahead and make appropriate skill checks. I don't know what it'd be. Animal handling, I guess, would be one.
I haven't rolled above a 10 all night.
Well, you might
Oh,
get
18. +2 for animal handling. Dirty 20.
All right.
That's considerably better than my
Oh,
my roll.
You guys eventually catch this little varmint. He's an adorable little brown fellow about this long with this long tail. And
before they throw it in, could my familiar try to eat the rat as like food? Because I read up that they like catching small animals as.
I'm gonna punch your familiar in the face.
Why can't your familiar just catch its own?
Well,
rat?
you did its work for it. I mean, it's not.
Lazy bastard.
Hey, hold on
he
a
can
second.
make
Rats of color. One for the rat and one for his familiar.
The other rat.
Yeah, but is this familiar sufficiently biological to react the same way?
What's your familiar?
It's a pseudo dragon.
I don't think pseudodragons actually eat rats.
No.
Is this rat's name Ben, by chance?
No.
Michael
It's
Jackson.
Stewart.
Stuart.
Stuart Little.
So you guys toss the rat into the green goop.
Do we want green or
If there
pink?
is, if there is a,
I was just saying that as a joke, by the way. So, no,
if
actually.
there is a tool to ladle the liquid out of the vat rather than contaminating the entire batch, I would prefer to do that.
Well, we're on a catwalk, so I imagine that's.
You can probably find like something to dip into the goop and pull some out.
Someone got a notification.
This didn't work
Say
for
there's-
Bill
there's
Murray.
like
It's
a
not
little-
going to work for us.
A bucket somewhere and a rope. You get the bucket, you get the rope, you pull out this like dripping green goop out of this vat. All right, you dip the rat in. The rat goes into the vat, and you can see the rat just kind of screeching for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just kind of sinks down in, and then it looks like at the end of the Terminator 2 movie when
He gives it the thumbs up.
when he gets the thumbs up, except it's his whiskers, and they just kind of like, and you kind of like take a stick and start stirring around to try to pull the rat out, and the stick comes out, and the stick's mostly gone. You realize that
It was
it's highly acidic.
Oh, so that rest got gone. Okay. Well, time to catch another one, eh?
That's,
My internet cut out. What happened to the rat?
It got basically burned by acid.
the stuff is highly acidic, and it actually dissolved the rat.
Oops.
So then I said, shall we catch another one?
So
Sure.
what's Ballram you guy doing right now?
Goaty.
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 Oh, he's like looking around very suspiciously, and you see him every now and then. He'll move over somewhere, and he'll kind of like scoot something off, and like
Pocket it.
kind of look around. Man, I sure hope that thing doesn't get me.
I lean over to our priestess and I go, body cavity search, and point with my wing.
Hey, what do you got there in your pockets there, Goaty?
Could I make a perception check because I've been near him, so I could probably see like what he's putting in his pockets.
It's nothing. It's just I like and he like pulls out these cards. He goes, I was just grabbing these cards. Gee, you want to play a game? Pick a card. Which card do you want?
So you got nothing in your pants, is what you're telling us.
I have these cards.
Give him the
What
pat.
else you got?
Pat down.
Are the cards?
I'm pretty sure he's lying.
Well, we can say that we have a halfling that likes to be touched.
Present.
I'm sure the guy with the gold will be along here shortly. Yeah.
Oh, this is
We're gonna die.
He seems to avoid the issue about whatever he put in his pants. So he clearly though isn't really being honest. You can always grab him and force him to talk if you want.
I'm going to grab him in a specific location so that he understands that I mean business, mister. I'm not afraid to grab this and twist it. So start talking or start squawking.
He tries to back away from you.
Oh no, he's going to be a yo-yo.
I rolled a hit.
4. My rolls of return.
He picks up. He goes, "Okay." He pulls out some stuff, and you see there's these little trays that have like some kind of hardened crystal in the bottom of the tray. Most of the trays you've seen have been empty, but
Meth
the ones
head.
he picked up and pocketed, they have these little trays that are probably like 8 by 8 or maybe not even that big. Have in the bottom of them like some kind of clearish crystal.
Kyber crystals?
It's like a hardened. It's
Like a
solid.
Crystal meth.
It could be some kind of drug.
He goes, "It's nothing. I just saw it on the table. I don't know what it's for."
Jesse Pinkman.
This guy's Heisman. I don't. What was his name?
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg.
He's Heisenberg.
He goes, "Hey, I just saw it there. It looked interesting. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what that stuff is."
How many of them does he have?
Well, he pulls out 2 out of his pockets.
Keep going.
He empties his pockets. He has this little, what looks like a baseball thing, but it has a stem coming off of it.
Grenade!
He sets that down and he pulls out some other stuff. He goes, "That's it. That's all I had."
Drop trowel. Drop trowel.
Yes. Yes. Drop
Did
trowel.
you travel the metaverse and get a baseball grenade from Fallout?
Maybe.
I'm going to pick up the baseball and start tossing it between my hand.
It's actually, it's more like a little black ball. It's hard. It's heavy. It's probably made out of metal. And the thing coming out of it, this looks like wire, kind of twisted.
Does he seem concerned that I'm recklessly tossing it around?
Not really. I mean, he kind of looked. He's like, "I wouldn't play with that if I were you."
What's it do?
Well, I mean, it could explode.
Oh, it's a bomb.
In the butt cheeks.
Is he close enough that I can pull on his pants and drop it down the front?
Sure.
Pants him.
I do that, but I leave the wire hanging out.
Well, it's pretty short wire, but okay.
I felt him. Yeah, it's an improvement.
Yeah, he goes, "What do you want to know?" I'm sure the gold will be here soon. But
I want to know why you killed your friends.
I didn't kill anybody.
I start to flick the wire.
He's like, "Look, I don't know anything. Everybody make a perception check."
Uh-oh.
Ooh, 16 plus
I also.
18.
I got 16. This is
19.
Dex, right?
21.
19.
So this was Dex, right?
No.
Perception.
Perception. Oh, perception. Okay. Perception. Oh, plus. Okay, I got a 20 in total.
20 and up sees this shadowy, like something kind of shimmering on the floor, moving over toward Goaty. You see this, it almost like looks like some of the shadows just kind of like moving over toward him, like real close to the floor. What do you want to do?
Our natural thing to do would get him out of there, right?
I don't know what you want to do. You tell me what you want to do. So anybody who rolled a 20 can react, and then what you guys do.
I'm gonna
20 or higher.
I mean, I got a 20 in total, so I'm gonna point out the thing, the moving shadows, and I'm gonna try to get him out.
So you see the wizard point over behind him, and he's like jerking the suspect along.
Okay.
I think Carrie, you said you saw it too, right, Carrie?
Oh, I got a 19.
Yeah. Oh, 19. Who rolled the 21?
I did.
Okay.
And I think Susie did.
No, I also had a 19.
Oh, okay.
So what is Solaris? Is that what it was? Polaris.
Polaris.
The snowmobile.
I think we're going to go towards the shadow.
All right. It's real close off the ground, like an inch off the ground. It's just kind of slithering along the ground.
I'm going to pull out my my warhammer and hit the ground where that is.
Try to hit it with, hit it,
Yeah.
whatever that shadow
We're
is.
gonna
Okay.
rupture the damn tank and kill us all.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. I think I missed. Well, maybe not. 20.
All right. When your hammer hits this, you see splash up a bunch of what looks like some kind of liquid,
Great.
and it's initiative.
And I have, that was magical too.
Okay. Roll for damage.
I have
11 for my initiative.
11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
8 for Bronwyn for initiative.
18.
14.
Polaris is 14. What does Matt get?
I got a 5 plus 1, so 6.
And Carrie had 18.
Yep.
All right. So before anybody else does anything, this liquid moves over to Polaris very quickly, kind of like comes up and kind of starts going up his leg. And
Woohoo!
let me find my sheet. It basically looks like liquid, except you see these little eye stalks sticking out of it. And so it almost like has like a face as it moves up his body. And he will try to zap you. He basically...
Hey, Mom.
He's trying to like... the liquid, you actually feel like it's like actually trying to constrict you. So you need to make a dexterity save.
Oh, that's not good. All right, got a 11.
You needed a 13. You feel like the water just kind of goes all the way around you and just kind of covers your whole body, and you're now like you're like trying to move and pull the water off of you, but you can't. So like you're just like pulling it, and you have to close your mouth before, otherwise you're like it will go into you. So right now you've got your mouth shut and your nose is like stuffed with this liquid, and you can't really breathe.
Okay, so now we know what killed him.
And and you can't talk. Like you try to say something, but all that comes out is
You're being teleported like Galaxy Quest.
maybe.
Are you doing a Baymax fist bump? Blah, blah, blah.
Penelope's next.
I don't have a good thing for any of this. Okay, I hop over and take my prosthetic and whack him with it.
You whack.
Maybe this will make it stop.
All right, roll to hit.
Oh, 2.
You like swing your leg around in the air. Polaris. And then it is Polaris's go.
Your audio's going out, John.
Your audio.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah,
Yep.
now you can hear.
Polaris,
All right.
your go.
Hey, if I cast Misty Step, will that come with me?
Oh, at the start of your turn, you take 3d6 necrotic. Roll some necrotic damage.
You're screwed.
8 necrotic damage at the start of your turn.
All right, I have resistance to necrotic damage.
Well, that's good.
Oh,
That'll
nice.
help you survive this long.
So what
And
does that do?
you're-
That halves that?
Yeah, resistance
Yeah,
is half, immunity is full.
So what did you roll? 18? Is that what you
I rolled an
said?
8, so you can
Oh,
take
8.
4.
Ah,
All right.
geez.
Yeah, I rolled low.
Well, that was nice of you.
Not on purpose. And yeah,
That's
you
because he
sure
likes
go.
me.
You can
Frank,
try to
you're
like
screwed.
slip out of this, or you can try to do something else.
Well, if I do Misty Step, will he come with me? Do I know
You
that?
don't know. You can try it.
You can always try.
Yeah.
Do
All
or
right.
do not, there is no try.
As a bonus action, I'm going to do Misty Step.
All right. You basically see this greenish energy come around and splash. The water just splashes on the ground where Polaris was, and you appear, whatever, within 30 feet.
Excellent.
Haha! I knew that would work.
Yeah, you distracted him.
And then what do you want to do? You have an action and a move.
All right. I guess we're going to throw a javelin at it.
All right. That's bound to work.
I don't think I really want to get that much closer to it, unfortunately. All right, 15.
15 hits.
And it does. Where's my 6? Oh, that's lovely. 6 points of damage.
You see the javelin kind of go through it, and the creature, it doesn't really react too much to it. It may have hurt it. It may not have hurt it much. So we're down to Frank.
First off, I'm going to give a side eye to Goaty. What's he doing?
He's like scared shitless. He's like, what the hell is that?
So not controlling this thing, in my view.
You're pretty sure this is going after him. It only attacked Polaris because he moved in between it and Goaty.
Dumbass.
We'll take the blowy
I'm
up
gonna
thing
do
in his pants and throw it at it.
I'll do Sacred Flame, I think.
All right.
Ooh.
Good chance. Good option.
Let's see.
That's a dex check, right? I have to roll a dexterity save.
Yes, and mine is 14.
I got a 13 plus something, and he makes it.
Fair enough.
It seems to just kind of move out of the way real quickly.
Oh, sneaky bastard.
Yeah, the whole form of this thing just kind of shifts over.
Am I still up on the catwalk?
I thought you were on the ground with Goku.
Yeah, with
I'll
the
use
bucket.
my movement to go up on the catwalk so that I could get a better angle.
All right. You're heading up to get a better angle. And now we got Benwin. Is that right?
Bronwyn.
Susie,
Bronwyn was at 9, I think. 8.
you're next.
Okay. I'm getting really angry at this water and fly into a rage, which in my case is a magical rage. Do you want me to roll on the
Yes.
magic table?
Let's do raw magic. That will be exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4, which means where is the table?
I can bring it up. 4 is
I had it a second ago. I don't know where it went.
Fireball.
for the next minute. You can see invisible creatures if you have line sight to it. Oh, that's
Okay.
kind of cool.
Cool. Do I see anything other than the ocean of misery?
No, you don't see any other invisible creatures. However, you make a free perception check. It doesn't cost an action.
That's a 14.
20. You see kind of
No,
over
14.
behind.
Yeah.
You see behind this one you've been engaging with, another one of those things, or at least it looks like another puddle, kind of trying to like flank. It's trying to curve around the group to try to get on the other side of you guys.
I'm gonna run at that one, swinging both my moon touch sword and my hand axe, and make attacks with the sword first.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That is. Does my lucky count for 1 on the damage die?
I don't think. I think I'd plus the d20s.
Okay, then it's 5 damage on that, and then second attack with my hand axe. That's a 20 to hit.
Okay.
For 10 damage.
And the hand axe is a normal hand axe, right? It's
That's a
not
normal
magic.
hand axe, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You don't think the hand axe did as much as it normally should have? It just kind of splashes and makes a big splash, and some of the stuff does seem to kind of fly away and kind of dissolve, but mostly the sword looks like it did about the same amount of damage.
Okay.
Which is magical. We're down to the wizard. The wizard.
Well, my main goal is getting him out.
He's the scariest wizard.
Let
Oh, you're
him
gonna protect the drug dealing gangster guy.
Well,
That's
yeah,
your-
he's
that's your
our
priority.
income. Yeah, if we yeah,
He's your income. Good point.
He's a paycheck.
It's a paycheck.
Just for
So
him,
how do
we
you
still
get him
have
out?
the
What do you do?
300.
Well, I'm assuming the puddle that she was trying to attack isn't fully flanking us, right?
It's off to the side. So there's like one over by Polaris and one a little bit off a different direction. That the barbarian is attacking.
All right. So could we, if we did like double running, like no fighting, right? If I did like 2 actions to get him away, could
You
I?
have to hold on to him and drag him right now. You can go over and suggest something to him, but
Okay.
he gets to move on his own unless you want to haul him out.
All right, but hauling him out would require strength, right?
Probably.
Okay. So I'm going to tell him that we need to get you out of here fast because those things have been killing your other guys.
Let's go, Mr. President.
He just kind of looks around and goes, "Oh yeah, right. Let's go. And he like on his turn, right after you, he runs over toward the door
Okay.
and starts to go at it. I think we're back to the top of the
Bad
it's
in
the bad guy, yeah. So the one that was attacked by the barbarian.
Can I just point something out? The wild magic table for the barbarian path of wild magic is something completely different from the roll 100. And it says that infuses one weapon of your choice that you're holding with magic.
I didn't know it was a separate table. Okay, yeah.
And since one is already magic, I would have obviously chosen the other one.
All right. That's cool. I'll adjust the damage.
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Hold on a second. I gotta deal with a bystander. Let's. All right. So. This one on Ben Brenwin, I will attack back.
Mhm.
Actually, it's going to try to do the life leech thing. So make a dexterity save.
That is a 17.
It like starts to come up you, and you like push it off and like back away from it quickly, and it doesn't able to like try to drown you. And then the one that is over by where Polaris used to be. Let's see. Nobody engaged that one in melee, right? That was. Well,
Correct.
I think Carrie's pretty near there.
Yeah, she was fanning it.
So yeah, distracting. It moves over. Actually, it's going to avoid you. It's going to move away from. You can get
Jesus
an attack
Christ,
of
where are you?
opportunity
if you want, as it moves away from you and tries to go over to block off the door or try to block the door.
I'm gonna
So-
try to leave. So if I need to whack the shit out of it with my prosthetic leg, I will.
All right, well, make an attack of opportunity and see if you can splash damage.
Is your prosthetic a magical
Is
weapon?
it a magic wooden leg?
19.
That hits.
Well, at a certain level on a monk, your attacks become magic.
True.
I don't remember what level that is, though.
And what do I
It's
roll?
5.
I think it's at level 5, yeah. How
What
much
do
damage?
let's see. One. 7.
Not bad. All right, that one's it's a lot of it. It's a little smaller than it was, and it gets over to the door, and it like kind of sleeps up, like so that if you go toward the door or through the door, you're gonna go through it.
Ugh.
That'll be it because it's pretty much just moving in order to get to block the door. And we're at Penelope.
Me?
Yep.
Caca!
Oh, we're a little over time. If anybody had anything you had to go to, let me know.
I'm the only one next, so Jeff and I are fine till 8.
Okay.
I'm good.
So the door is covered.
It's like the puddle's like right at the door. As it's about to looks like it's about to tag Goaty next.
So I could leap over it, possibly.
If you want to leap through a closed door, you could.
Oh, it's closed. Oh, god damn it.
80s cop movie crash through it.
That's right.
There you go. Shoulder that thing.
Are there any windows in this joint?
There are, but the windows in this joint are pretty high up. It's a 3-story building, and they're about like at 2nd story level.
One leg's not good for that. Damn it.
But can't you fly? Or no?
No.
No, King could still fly.
That's the sad part about Kenku.
Ah,
Oh, that's one of the sad parts.
shut up, whore.
They can mock a Aarakocra or whatever, but it wouldn't help them fly.
All right, I'll try to get the door open somehow. I'll bash it with my prosthetic.
You smash the door, and it flies open.
Woo! I knew that would work.
You see a busy street, out there. And, the door was in the back, right? This is a different warehouse. We'll say this opens into the street.
I yell out, "Look, guys! Let's get out!"
All right. Polaris.
All right, we are. So where? All right, so one is already left.
No, it's right there by the door.
All right.
And one is like right by your barbarian.
All right. So which one am I closest to?
The barbarian.
All right. We are going to cast Thunderous Smite.
Oh, boy.
Smite it.
Are you
we
gonna
are going.
splatter me in evil water?
Hey, just out of curiosity.
Maybe. Acid, actually. All right.
It's using necrotic. It's not actually acid.
Just out of
No, I was talking about if the bats exploded from the thunderous damage.
You're going to knock my ass off there. I'm gonna
Oh, so on the attack roll, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Nice. Crit. Double your damage. Or roll 2 dice. Roll extra dice of damage.
All right, so our Warhammer is die 8, 6, 5. So,
19.
yeah. And then the smite damage is 2d6. And that's 9.
If it's all magical damage, just tell me the total.
28, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's a loud, audible sound within 300 feet.
Okay, this one is like now much smaller than it was, as water has been splattered everywhere, and then it just kind of, as it flies off, it kind of dissolves.
Is it dead?
No, but it's quite a bit smaller than it was.
Okay, it needs to do a strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
What does that even mean for a puddle?
It's a liquid form, so it's kind of immune to being prone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, conditional immunity prone, so it doesn't. You can't make it prone. But yeah, you did splatter a little bit. Good job. We're at Frank.
So have I made it to the top of the vat?
Sure.
The thing that Bronwyn used to scoop out, is that still up there?
The bucket with the rope? Sure.
Yeah. I'm going to just kind of grab some of the goop, not aim for the one that just got splattered, and kind of scream out some unholy incantation like "Die, foul water beast!" and give it a hurl. And with my rolls tonight, my apologies in advance to whoever I kill.
Maybe you should switch your dice that you're using.
I thought you might yell out "duck," but
what is your to hit roll?
Here we go. 12 plus.
Not that bad.
Yeah, so dexterity, I assume, maybe. I don't know.
Sure.
Plus 0, so 12.
What was their AC? So the bucket of goop lands real close to it, and you can see like this acid start to kind of eat around the ground, but it doesn't actually hit the creature.
I've saved you. I'm keeping it in my green moat.
Yeah, I can't go that direction now without going through.
Ah, you're welcome.
All right. I think we're at barbarian again.
So this is a silly question. I don't often play barbarians. If I have 2 light weapons, does that mean I can use both weapons on the same attack?
You still have to roll to hit twice.
Yes.
For each weapon strike, you roll it to hit roll.
But I have 2 attacks and I have 200 weapons, 100 weapons. Does that mean
you can use a bonus action to make an additional attack? That's the way extra attacks work. If you're not using a shield, you can use a bonus action to make an additional attack. So you could use your 2 regular attacks and then a bonus action.
Okay.
To make a third attack.
Well, I'm gonna whack it with my sword first. The puddle that I'm standing next to.
All right.
That's a 20 to hit. For 10 damage with a magical weapon. And then use my hand axe, which currently is also magical, hitting with 26 for 10 damage. And then you're saying I could make another attack with because I'm not carrying a shield?
You could, but when you hit it the second time, the water just kind of splatters everywhere, and you hear some gurgling noise coming from it as it goes. But then it just kind of disappears, and the other one that's near the door goes, "No. It's like making a noise, like it actually is intelligent. It can talk. But it's all gurgled. I'm not doing a very good job at the sound effects.
How far away is the other one?
It's about 40 feet away.
Okay.
And there are people between you and it.
Well, I'm a halfling, so I can get through spaces that other people are in, but my movement speed is 35. So I will at least go 35 feet towards the other puddle.
All right. You're real close. You're like 10 feet away now. Actually, 5 feet away, but you're not adjacent to it.
Ooh, but can I throw the hand axe as my
Sure.
third attack?
Absolutely.
You can do it.
I'll roll a 1.
That's an 11.
Okay. Your hand axe, like, because you had to try to like not hit everybody standing right by the door. It kind of skims around and kind of smacks into the door frame, but misses the critter.
So, what is this building made out of?
What's the door frame
Flammable
made of?
material.
On the plus side, because the hand axe is currently magical from my search, it returns to my hand at the end of my turn.
Nice.
Cool.
Someone got a little.
Wizard's next.
All right, so clearly there's something blocking that path, and I do have fireball.
Are you talking about this guy that's right at your feet? You guys are literally like standing next to the puddle.
Oh, okay.
Do it. Ground zero, bitch. Do it.
Boom!
Nuclear option.
Boom! Fireball. Everyone.
They'll remember us
Roll
as
dexterity.
heroes.
Or idiots. Whatever.
I am Toast the Warlock.
Fried chicken.
Sure you want to do
fried
that
chicken.
fireball?
Well,
You don't have a hair on your butt if you don't cast fireball right now.
Also, keep in mind, you're near the door. There are people walking by on the street outside.
Bonus.
There will likely
Bonus.
There will likely be caught in this giant blaze of fire.
now what people will see is like a explosion, and then some people coming out in a car just.
Turning their back to the explosion.
Whatever you want to do.
Walking away slowly.
Well, you think of
Followed
that-
by a wave of green acid.
All right,
You
well,
can be the #1 serial killer today.
Just ask yourself, what would the scariest wizard do?
Drop 2 fireballs.
Quicken spell. Double fire.
Coalesce that,
wizard,
that
not a sword.
wild magic.
Yeah. What are you really going to do?
Well, does magic missile do more damage at a higher level, or?
You can upscale it. So if you want to cast it at 3rd level, you would
Yeah,
get
I was thinking about
2
that.
additional missiles,
All right.
which are D4 plus 1 per missile. So that would be a total of 5 missiles.
So I need 5 d4s essentially
5d4 and add 5.
on each roll, or just in total add 5.
That's the total. It's,
The whole
each
thing.
missile does a D4 plus 1 damage. And
Okay.
they auto hit. There's no hit roll.
Okay.
Unless it's got shield or something, it casts shield. Which
Oh
probably not gonna
no!
do.
I dropped the d4. Where is it?
Should have gone with
Yeah.
fireball.
Probably.
And here you thought you would never do math again after you graduated.
We're with you, Harry. Blow the bomb.
You don't know how to fail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Goaty. He's got that still in his pants. He's like reaching in his pants for something. You're not sure what.
Now's not the time for that.
I assume to have lost the d4. It rolled off
Don't
the
worry.
table.
Take your shoes
Just
off and walk
use
around.
a different
You'll find
D4.
it.
I don't. You didn't give me any other d4s. I got a bunch of d6s.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Yeah, just roll 5d4 plus 1.
Do you have any D8s? You can have them.
Oh right, yeah.
Math.
Complicated. I've got your dice right here. 5d4.
Okay.
You rolled 5 1s.
You got a 3, a 3, a 3, a 2, and a 2. So that's 5 and 10, 13,
Plus
plus
5.
5. So 18 damage. This one
Make
has been messed up, but it's still up.
Make him add it up himself so he gets a brain. My brain hurts. I was using math.
It's like ice cream.
Let's not pick on the new kid.
Why
All
not?
right.
Those are the best ones.
I'm supposed to support, like, inclusionness and tabletop role playing.
That was never part of our Murder Hobocon credo.
Not if you're blood related. That doesn't count.
I am adding up math because I'm trying to add up part costs for a 63 truck.
You have movement left. Do you want to do movement or stay right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to push our paycheck away, so that he doesn't
Push him away from the door, or where?
away from the creature. Well,
Sacrifice
Which is in the
him.
doorway. So you trying to get away from the door now?
yeah.
You
His
shove
bomb
him.
thingy might blow up.
You're not sure. He's the guy. He's like, "Hey, get off me! I'm gonna zap it!" And he's like, "Eldritch blast!" And he hits, and it does 3 damage. The creature doesn't seem to really
Be phased by it.
not as much. Maybe it hurts it, but it 3 damage. Come on.
What could have been the final 3?
That's the end of the round. We're back to the creature. He moves over to Goaty and attempts to drown him. Goaty tries to dex save, fails, and you see Goaty now drowning. He's like, Albert Wall.
He didn't roll a 1, did he?
No, he rolled a 3. And
I pause and think about this for 10 minutes.
Wow.
remember, he's a paycheck.
That's true.
You might get double your money out of these guys.
That's true. You're welcome, everybody.
Hey, is now the time for Fireball?
Right at Goaty.
That's
Yeah, right at our paycheck.
Penelope's next. You're right by the creature too, and Goaty.
Well, it says I can sculpt spells when you cast an evocation
You
spell.
thought your go though. It's another
All right.
player's go.
Okay.
I don't have anything magical at all.
You had 3 magic items you got to pick.
I did.
Yeah, Frank didn't tell you that part.
Frank didn't tell himself that part either.
Asshole.
Oh, make the leg be magical.
Yeah,
Yes.
the magic leg.
I have a magic leg
Plus
then.
2,
It has a
plus
leg
2
of its own.
magic leg.
Okay, so I'll use my magic leg and try to hit it again.
Make it the uncommon magic item and call it the Heel of Destruction.
Oh, God. Okay, so 19.
That hits.
And then what am I rolling?
I don't know. It's a club, I guess. D6.
D6.
Okay.
Plus whatever. Strength or monk
Strength
damage.
plus strength plus 1, I guess. Magic item.
Strength.
Or if you want to use it, maybe it's a.
Well, she
you
could
have
use it.
X,
She could use it as her monk item,
monk item.
monk weapon.
I don't know what that means.
I think you can add your strength or your dex, whichever's higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
4. Okay. 4. So that will be 8.
8. All right. It's looking pretty splashy. It doesn't have very many hit points left. And it's like, revenge! You see these little eye stalks pop up on the top of Goaty as its little eye and its little mouth pops up. And it's like, revenge!
I
It's
say-
okay with me.
Suck it, you stupid blob.
Alright, I'm gonna get my wife.
Okay. That was Penelope. Polaris.
All right, we are going to do Sacred Flame on it.
Sacred. It's sacred. It gets a dex check, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh shoot, that's a 6. And even with his +4 dex, that's still just a 10. So I'm assuming you do damage.
All right. 2 hit points.
It helped, but
Oh wait, no, wait. Actually, it's 2d6. I forgot we're 5th level.
you're 5th level.
Oh, 10. So 10 total. That is nice.
10 total. Where did I write the hit points? It's like it's barely moving now, but it's still trying to suck the life out of this guy. Not a whole lot left of it. We are at Frank on the rafters or on
Sacred flame from the hidey hole.
Ooh. It slips off this guy as it tries to dodge. It like jumps away from Goaty.
I stand by my decision.
and it like you could see it like moving now toward the like a grating of the floor.
Great.
But it's not its go, so it's actually the barbarians go.
Well, same spiel.
You can do
magic
it.
sword, axe, and then magic sword again. Move up to it and then do that.
Sure.
That is a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 10 damage.
All right. How do you want to do this? It's so what do you do? How does this look?
My magic sword, in addition to being magic, it's a moonshine sword, so it lights up when I wield it. So I'm gonna lightsaber into this puddle, and reflected light splashes out of the puddle as the last droplets are being dispersed.
Look at the colors,
as it's being dispersed, it says you can hear it say murder.
Yes, we're here to avenge the murder.
You can all make not intuition, insight checks.
Ooh, 16.
11.
20.
Insight 20 dirty.
You see Goaty, like he's like going, like because he can barely breathe. You know, he's like, "Wow, I'm glad she didn't kill me. I mean, it didn't kill me."
She?
And
Oh.
What have you done?
Where's Gwyneth Paltrow's head?
It's in the box. It's in the box.
Damn it!
I hop over with my magical leg and I whap him in the head repeatedly.
He goes, "Ow! Don't you want your gold?"
I don't know.
Wait till we get the gold and then
idea. No, idea. So we've got a personal recorder with us, and she goes, "Glad you didn't kill me. Glad you didn't kill me."
That's right.
Why? He goes, "Look, they were just a bunch of stupid outer towners. What? Wasn't our fault. They walked in on the wrong thing."
Pony Boy was my friend.
Wow.
So
I'm
you
going
just
to slowly descend. I'm in no rush whatsoever.
you guys figure out basically that these creatures must have been somehow they had dumped them into the vats, but instead of dying, they turned into these slithering creatures of vengeance. But they were two people who missed their ship and were walking through the district of the warehouse and happened upon this drug operation and were silenced by dumping them in the vats.
Does that mean I created a rat water thing?
Oh no! Yeah, there's the rat.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you'll have a rat one now.
Nice.
Oh shoot!
Oh, little rat bastard.
But it's only after you because I
But
turned.
they're only intelligent because they were human, so the rat one won't be as nasty.
Well, this means we're only going to get the 300.
No. Bullshit. He owes us 301, and then we take him to his boss and say, hey, El Bastardo here iced his friends vis-a-vis through premeditated murder on somebody else, and this guy's responsible.
Well, we can just use our pre-recorded device. That's a living one. You know?
Murderer!
So you tell the story to the other game member, and he's like, "I'm very disappointed in you, Goaty. What will we do with you?" He kind of winks at him. But you get your 601 gold bars and become very wealthy.
I would like to tell our girlfriend who killed his lover.
Oh, of course.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Oh,
So you later you go visit George Costanza. He's like, why did my lover die? And you explain how the creatures that they had killed, that Godey was responsible for killing, was just stalking the people that were there at the time.
So that means Costanza's boyfriend was as guilty as Godey.
Well, I mean, he was there, so yeah.
We've
He
tarnished
was just
his image
following
as well.
orders, though. He was just following orders when he dumped them.
That didn't work at Nuremberg.
Wow. That's a little much.
Way to go there.
A little soon.
And we had to bring in Nazis. This isn't a murder hobo show.
Right.
That's right. You got to have Nazis in there, preferably dwarf one-legged Nazis. So we go
Carol.
back to that bar, the Rusty Nail, and check out Adolf Dwarfo.
Oh my God.
So we'll go around the table. Susie, what do you think?
I had fun. Thanks for running.
Yeah, it was a little idea I picked up or just came up with, and I thought, hey, this will be an interesting little murder mystery.
oh man, I could have done my idea.
You didn't, though. You didn't.
I know. Well, because I was afraid to.
Sorry.
What was your idea?
Well, I can't tell because someone.
You can tell her later. Just don't tell.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Well, my screen's black, so I ran out of time, so I can't see anything or any reactions. I couldn't see the battle for like the last couple of minutes, and I sent like 3 requests for more time. But I guess the headset blocked out the little dings
that was happening. Let's see, Frank. What do you think?
I'm upset because Matthew had a perfect opportunity to just tank this thing and blow everything to hell. You're gonna have to teach him what a murder hobo does.
Yeah, it's just
zero consequence.
What he should have done is he could sculpt the flames, right? So he sculpts to save himself.
I was saying that so that way I can cause it to. I was telling
you
that
didn't think of that till later.
Yeah.
No,
he could have sculpted himself
No,
and the paycheck out and everything else. Burned.
And then he alone would have had 601 gold bars.
That's right.
Well,
You've offended me, Matthew. I just can't
didn't
deal
offend
with
you. He said that it would kill me, so I was like, oh, maybe I can't, shape that as a skill because I was like, oh, I never used.
You're gonna have to do your own investigation because you can't believe the other murder hobos.
Characters before, so I didn't know that skill.
Right. Learn to play a wizard. Carrie.
It was
You're
good.
gonna learn.
It was nice playing a different character.
Kinko was funny. It was really pretty hilarious.
We made several jokes on it.
All right.
Yeah, the way you embraced that character was freaking awesome.
Yeah. Just go with it. I mean, if you're a one-legged
cook
bunk,
one-legged Kenku walks into a bar and says, "Hey, whose ass needs my foot?"
See, but with the prosthetics though, it could be the whole leg.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't stop till I hit the knee.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Where has that prosthetic leg been, Jeff? What do you think?
I liked it. It was good. I didn't think we were ever going to figure it out.
And toward the end, I kind of had to because I knew we were almost out of time. And I'm like, I better get the combat started. They're not even going to know what it was that was going on. Y'all did follow the clues pretty good, though. And it was good keeping Godey with you because that made it easy for me to introduce the villain since it would be targeting Godey. So you kind of used him like a
shortcut.
A bait. Yeah. Matt, what do you think?
I think it was good. I'm a bit disappointed that you didn't tell me about stuff as your duty as a DM to let them know players.
What was I supposed to let you know? What was I supposed to...
You have never led me an adventure where I was level 5 and up. I never knew that was a skill, and I thought, oh, well, he must mean that I can't do
that's
this.
That's in the player's handbook. That's part of the player purvey, whatever. Player domain.
Yeah, but you've never invited me into a game before.
Oh.
I'm hearing a lot of I should have cast Fireball and not enough, damn the consequences. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know,
This isn't butterflies and rainbow hobos.
Also, one remark that I was going to say, whenever the guy said piss off, I was going to say, well, the other guys can't do that now.
ooh,
Ooh.
another dehydration joke. All right, guys. Well, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys had fun. If you didn't, well, I did my best.
Can I have a bit more time so I can share the idea to the selected people?
You want to do more time? Sure.
Well,
I'll give you more time.
just give the idea at least.
All right. Yes.
As everyone leaves.
Well.
Oh no.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna go get some dinner. You guys have a great evening.
Thanks so much for running.
Don't forget to check out the Murder Hobo stream and
Adventures in
we do
Filbar.
Pillars of
For
Jocularity.
all
Jeff
your
and I are both
role-playing
in that one.
needs, try
And
the free
Siri,
stuff
Reed,
first.
And Carrie. Yeah, and Frank's the DM. So basically, almost the entire crew except for Andrew's here. But we do it's sort of a comedy Greek thing.
It's a tragedy, man.
Tragedy, tragidomedy, whatever they call it.